The Falcons try to make everybody forget the score 28-3 in the Super Bowl by losing to the Cowboys this past Sunday 40-39 when the Cowboys did not have the lead the entire game. I'm your host, TJ Evans, and this is the TJ Evans Show. Atlanta Falcons fans are highly upset because of this loss to the Cowboys, calling for Arthur Blank to fire someone. I'm not a big advocate for firing people, but in this situation, Arthur Blank, you may need to fire somebody because it makes no sense for a professional football team to not know the rules of football and understanding that football needs to be played for 4 quarters instead of 3. But also in this past week, please forgive me, we're going to be rushing in this video. We're in the middle of shooting a movie, so keep your eyes watching out for that. And if you can, please like this video, share our content, and subscribe to the page, and check out our older videos and our older movies. But in this past week, Supreme Court Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg passed away at the age of 87. Now, this struck fear in a lot of leftist liberal hearts and also in the media because they're afraid of what Donald Trump is going to do. They're starting this whole conspiracy theory just because of the simple fact that Donald Trump runs the presidency and he has the House. So Supreme Court justice that he can choose will get passed rather quickly. So they're pretty nervous about this, acting like this is unprecedented. But it's happened 9 times in the past, but they don't care about that. News media, just like always, the news media always jumps on Trump, and following the media is Nancy Pelosi. And then after that, Joe Biden. Well, not so much of Joe Biden because Joe Biden usually has to be reminded who Donald Trump is, who he is. Also last week, someone attempted to poison Donald Trump or sent poison to the White House. And that individual was apprehended. Well, the suspect in that case was apprehended. So we'll see what goes from there. The news media isn't covering it that much because it's Donald Trump and no one likes Trump. I was going to cover the shooting that happened of the officers that were ambushed in LA, but everybody's already done that. It's a terrible, terrible thing that happened to those individuals, those officers, and it's all because of the narrative that is being spewed daily in the news. But I will say something about them not being able to get through to the hospital in time because of protesters not wanting them to enter the hospital and also screaming out that they hope that they die.
Just aired the police out. They just aired the police out. It go up and come. Them just got aired out, cuz. They just bust on them, cuz. That's crazy. They just got aired out. Somebody ran up on the car and bust on it right through the window, in the face and all. It's a wrap.
Another controversy that the news media, with the help of Nancy Pelosi, is trying to stir up is the dealings with President Trump in the Middle East. President Trump managed to strike up a peace deal between Israel and the UAE. You know, peace in the Middle East, that thing that people didn't think was ever going to happen, is happening. And they're really just upset because it's coming from who they claim to be a warmonger that managed to strike up a peace deal. Nancy Pelosi called this a distraction, while others said Donald Trump deserves a Nobel Peace Prize because he did something deserving of it. Unlike former President Obama, who got the Nobel Peace Prize for, I don't know. Some more Trump bashing from Joe Biden. Joe Biden had a little issue with Donald Trump because the media told Joe Biden to have an issue with Trump. And he was told that Donald Trump does not believe in science, that he's a science denier just because he doesn't believe in the uproar about global warming and climate change. Publication Scientific American endorses Joe Biden for president because he's the president that believes in science. This is what Joe Biden had to say.
Donald Trump
Climate denial may not have caused these fires and record floods and record hurricanes, but if he gets a second term, these hellish events will continue to become more common, more devastating, and more deadly. And meanwhile, Donald Trump warns that integration is threatening our suburbs. It's ridiculous. But you know what is actually threatening our suburbs? Wildfires are burning the suburbs in the West. Floods are wiping out suburban neighborhoods in the Midwest. Hurricanes are imperiling suburban life along our coast. If we have 4 more years of Trump's climate denial, how many suburbs will be burned in wildfires? How many suburban neighborhoods will have been flooded out? How many suburbs will have been blown away in superstorms? If you give a climate arsonist 4 more years in the White House, why would anyone be surprised if we have more America ablaze? If you give a climate denier 4 more years in the White House, why would anyone be surprised when more of America is underwater? We need a president who respects science, who understands that the damage from climate change is already here. Unless we take urgent action, it will soon be more catastrophic.
It's funny how this party likes to believe in science when it's suitable for them. This is the party that tells you that boys can be girls, that babies inside the womb aren't life, and that trees are actually living, breathing souls. This is a very, very confusing party. And then they make global warming seems like it's a religion. It's really far from science. I mean, listen to how Nancy Pelosi explains why we're going through what we're going through, even with the coronavirus.
We have these fires in California and in the West. 16 people have died in Washington, Oregon, and California, including a firefighter and a 1-year-old baby. Our firefighters have been so very, very courageous. Now we're again breaking records. Mother Earth is angry. She's telling us, whether she's telling us with hurricanes on the Gulf Coast, fires in the West, whatever it is, that the climate crisis is real and has an impact.
And she's a practicing Catholic. It seems like she worships Mother Earth to me. What is she called? Like Gaia or something? It doesn't matter. It seems to me that the news media is doing nothing but spreading conspiracy theories, narratives, propaganda, making people do stupid stuff like send the president poison and cheer for police officers getting shot up. It's no longer reporting. They're just giving you things to believe in and telling you what to think. And I won't do that here. But that's all I have for you this week. If you can, please subscribe to the page, like our content, tell your friends about us, do your own research. I'm going to do a couple more videos around this length of time until the movie's in the editing process. So, this is TJ Evans with the TJ Evans Show.